Hello, everyone. I'm Kit Carson here in front of Angelina's Pizza, where I meet and talk to the most interesting people in the world. In the world, I might add. So, tonight, I have this young man with me. I want you to look at the camera and tell everyone your name and where you're from.
Everybody wants to sit with Kit. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Zachary Wilkerson. I am from Key West, Florida. I live in Utah now, but coming back to Key West, coming back home.
How long have you been gone?
I live there 5 years now, but I've been coming back and forth all the time. So
Back and forth all the time?
I can't stay away.
No, once you get on the island, it gets in your blood and you're here.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what are you doing in Utah?
So I do interior design there.
All right.
And you know, it's a different. It's like people are always like, "Why did you move to Utah? It's such a different type of place. It's like the opposite of here." But that's kind of why I moved there. I wanted
Absolutely.
it's its own kind of paradise. You know, like here's a paradise, but
where do you
it's
live?
In Salt Lake City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you
it's
got
so
Park
close.
City right there.
Exactly. It's so close to the mountains.
Oh.
It's close to the state park or national parks
man.
and stuff. Yeah.
It is gorgeous there.
Yeah.
People don't if you've never been to Utah,
They think it's just Mormons.
yeah, right. Well, they do have some laws. I mean, there's not a lot of drinking.
Well,
there's
you'd be surprised.
Yeah, exactly. It's changing now. It's changing. It's getting a little more relaxed. Is the lake still full of salt water?
There is some salt. There's some salt water in the lake.
Yeah.
It is getting a little low, but it's still there.
But it's still there.
Yeah.
And the mountains are gorgeous. It's a beautiful.
We got some good snow finally.
Oh yeah.
We got a little late this year, but
Do you ski?
yeah, I ski.
Do you?
And I go cross country skiing and then regular downhill skiing.
You know, unfortunately, I never did it when I was young enough, and now I'm afraid of breaking every bone in my body.
Exactly. These kids go down, they just throw themselves
Flying
down
by
the
you.
mountain.
No poles, just two skis that go zipping by you, and I'm over there freaking out. Yeah,
Exactly.
But Park City's an awesome place.
That's where
beautiful.
most of my interior design work is.
I'm
Park
sure it
City, so.
is. Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did you get into interior design?
Well, I was working here in Key West at Royal Furniture.
Okay.
With their interior design sector there. And I was traveling back and forth. Chris Elwell, the owner of Royal Furniture, has a house there, and we would just we would escape Key West and go, go cool off in Salt Lake. And,
Sure.
And I ended up really liking it, so I ended up moving there. So
Wow.
yeah.
It is
It's really different. It's different.
It's 180 from here.
Yeah.
You know, side story, I took my guys to Wyoming on vacation a few years ago, and that's what I told them. It's a 180 vacation, and they didn't understand until we got there. It's just vast, open plains with the mountains in the background, and it's just beautiful.
Absolutely.
You know,
Gotta love it.
The
I
West
love
is
Wyoming.
gorgeous,
Oh, yeah.
gorgeous. I don't know that I could live in that cold climate, though.
You know, that's why I've been here 3 times in the last 2 months.
Got to get warm.
Any excuse. I'm going to be at the nautical flea market, gigantic nautical flea market in Islamorada. That's what I came down this for.
Oh, really?
this time,
That's
yeah.
what you're here for?
Yeah,
That's your excuse?
helping my friend. We're working a clothing booth there.
Are you really?
Yeah, resort wear and like quick dry clothing. Stingray Steve. There's actually the store is right over here on Lazy Way Lane.
Oh,
Stingray
okay.
Steve, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. You know, I've seen that, but I've never gone in. I don't know. I didn't know what it is.
Yeah, it's like quick dry and solar protective clothing.
Wow. Cool.
So yeah, great for the boat, great for
Absolutely.
resort and stuff.
Well, as you can tell.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I was never into it until some buddies of mine invited me to go fishing with them all, and I had on a Angelina's T-shirt. Within the first 2 minutes, I got wet. We were out for about 7 hours. I was wet the whole trip until we got home. And I'm like, okay, that's it. I go on the boat. It's a dry fit from now on. Absolutely, 100% way to go.
Yeah, it makes all the difference.
So Stingray Steve, you're going.
Stingray Steve.
So you'll be selling merchandise at the nautical flea market.
Clothing and mostly clothing stuff. Yeah, sunglasses and hats too. But
so, what was your favorite part about living in Key West?
I love the small town community feel. You know, you walk around, you feel safe, you feel at home everywhere you go. You know somebody, like it feels like I've known you forever. We don't necessarily know each other, but I feel comfortable.
How long?
I feel comfortable. I've been coming to Angelina's for 20 years.
20
so I feel
years.
comfortable.
Comfortable enough when you walk by, you go, "Hey, are you filming tonight?"
Exactly.
I said, "Yes, sit down." That's exactly how that went down, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's nice. I appreciate you having me.
Yay! So, what else can you tell me about growing up in Key West?
It's always funny, you know, people like have no idea that people even grow up here, that there's even
Right.
people that even live here, much
Right.
less kids that
Like we
grow
have a
up here.
school and we have a hospital.
We have a school. And it's crazy, I'll tell people.
We have
they're like,
houses.
so surely not like in Key West though, right? Like in
Right,
Miami
right,
and like,
right.
and I'm like, no,
No.
in Key West. And
That
yeah.
is-
It's so interesting looking back, you know, it felt so normal living here.
Sure.
It felt 100% normal walking around and being in this environment,
Oh,
going
yeah.
to Fantasy Fest as a 10-year-old. It
Yeah.
felt normal, but now, you know, now you're looking back on it, I'm like, huh,
Wow.
that was a little different. That's a little different than a lot of
How
places.
did I end up so normal-ish?
Exactly.
You know, yeah. It is kind of funny, this town,
Yeah.
how it does that.
But I think it not at all like necessarily like matures you, like overly exposes you or something like that. But I think it kind of gives you an appreciation that everybody's like so different. Everybody's just doing their own thing, and just let people do their thing.
It gives
Let
you-
people just do their thing.
Right, it gives you kind of a worldly outlook
Yeah.
in a small town vibe, in a safer environment.
Exactly,
But you
exactly.
kind of get that worldly experience because we do have people from every culture and
Absolutely.
everywhere, you know, all over the place. So, you know, it's like, you know, and then when you leave here, you're like, wow, it's really different. You know, I understand it. When you're here for like a year or so and then you go to the mainland, it's amazing at how different it is.
Absolutely.
it's like-
Yeah, it's crazy. Like every time I come back, it's like, so it reminds me of why
Like,
it's home. You
like
know?
people smile here.
Exactly.
Yeah, they'll greet you without knowing you. Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I really dig that. What else do you miss about this place?
Well, my family.
Yeah.
I miss them a lot. You know, it's really nice having like close knit family and friends that are like a long term people. You know, I miss them, and I miss, you know, again, that community feel.
Yeah.
And being like tied. You know, it's a small town feel in Salt Lake City, surprisingly, even though it is a big city. But it's not the same.
What is the population of Salt Lake City?
In like all of Salt Lake City, it's about 2 million in the
whole-
outlying
yeah.
areas too. Yeah, like
That's-
the metropolitan, but the outlying areas too.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so it's a pretty big area, but you know there are a lot of Mormons, so the population
there
that's
is.
not, you know, it does feel small.
Yeah.
So you like when I go to the bars and stuff, I recognize people. I go to a restaurant in the grocery store, and you recognize people,
Yeah,
similar
sure.
to how I feel here. You know.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think not every city, but you know, there's always those neighborhoods where you'll hear people, they're hood, and that's what they're talking about. But here,
that's
the
really
whole
interesting.
island's the hood. Yeah, we
We're all the hood.
we are one big gated community. You know? I mean, we really are. There's one road in and one road out. You know, it's like all we need is a guard shack. You know, but don't bring
Yeah,
that
well, the
back.
toll, the card sound,
Yeah.
card sound toll is gone. That was the
Yeah.
only one that was kind of like a guard.
Yeah, no more card sound toll. I kind
And now
of
it's $3 too. So.
yeah, it used to be $1.
And it was always nice to give them. That was one thing. That's one thing I miss about the Keys. Giving that dollar bill to the card sound toll gate person, and them saying "Welcome to the Keys" every time.
Every time,
Or
man.
why are you leaving?
Yeah, I mean, I would take card sound just to stop there
Just to
and say
say
hi. It's true.
Exactly.
That's so weird. I didn't know. I thought I was the only one that did that, but I guess a lot of people did.
No?
Yeah, well, you know, it's
If you
kinda
know, you
fun.
know.
Yeah. If you know, you know. Exactly. I only partially know, but that's cool. So, hi. So you don't have to go to that bathroom over there.
What?
So anyway, we do have the luxury of being able to edit sometimes. What are you trying to do? Yeah. So you can go to that bathroom. Well, you never know.
Welcome to Key West.
You never know what you're gonna get. You know, that's what happens when you tape here on Duval Street. You know, you get all kinds. You get everything. You never know. You never know. But I think she was put up on a dare.
I think she might have just really had to pee.
Well, you know, she still hasn't gone to pee. When I have to go pee, I'm going to pee.
You're gonna
I'm
pee.
not going to hang around and keep talking. Anyway, what's your claim to fame? What's the one thing that everybody in town, your friends and family, know you for? Aha.
Oh, that's a good
Ah.
Stevenson. How do people know me in Key West? No, how do people know me? Yeah. I'm as local as it gets, he says.
Well, you're as local as they get. Well, you are pretty.
I don't know
local.
about that.
How many generations?
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Let
not
me ask you this.
generational. So.
How about your family?
They're not.
Just
we
one
moved here,
generation?
Yeah, we moved
From
here.
where?
From Texas, Houston.
From Texas? Ah, really?
Yep.
Wow.
So a lot of different big changes.
Yeah, that's different. So what else should we know about you before I let you run away? And notice I said let you run away.
I love buffalo chicken pizza, especially from Angelina's.
Well, you know, my last question to you was going to be, if you were a pizza, what kind of pizza would you be?
And now you know.
And now I know. He would be a buffalo
chicken pizza.
Absolutely, without even questioning, he tells me. Well, so anyway, I appreciate you sitting down with me.
I appreciate you.
Thanks for coming in. I know you're here every couple of months, so when you see me out here again, say, hey, Kit, can I sit down and tell you a story?
I'll sit back down.
And I'd love to have you sit down and talk to me again.
And we'll see you then.
That's all I got. I just want to remind everybody, subscribe to our channel, like us, and tell all your friends. From me, on behalf of myself, the staff, and Tim, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good night.